Hey there, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. My name is Ventura Kireki. I am still deciding the type of content to, put on my channel, but there's a series that I'm about to start. Like, this is the first episode of that series, which for me is basically something that I want to serve as like a check on myself. And I mean, feel free to personalize it also for yourself. And I've decided to call it Lessons I Must Learn. And it's basically me atting myself, like the way you tag someone on Twitter at so and so, or even IG, stuff like that. So basically, I am tagging myself like at Ventura. This is a lesson I think you must learn, But as I've said, if you relate to it, feel free to personalize it and own it. So if you see me looking down, don't be alarmed. I just have some notes here with me that I would like to just make reference to a little as I progress. So the first thing is celebrating small wins, which to me is such a hard task, and I feel like I wasn't very aware of it until very recently, and I just felt like it was just so in my face that I am not the person who likes celebrating my achievements, and especially because of the times we are in, we wake up to like bad news online, as in just stuff is really just crazy. Crazy stuff is always happening. You go on Twitter, you just feel like you shouldn't even have logged in there. It's just very, very sad, like all the time, and just it's either you're angry, you're sad, you're frustrated, you're disappointed. So for me, I just had this moment of like, okay, if everything is so bad, why am I not also able to relish in even the smallest good thing that happens? And especially because it's so obvious, like when something good happens, it's so obvious that it's good because it's out of what is our norm currently. So that really got me thinking a lot, and I was like, I don't know, I think it's something that I need to learn. And so I feel like it's just that thing of, it's so complicated, like it's so multifaceted, because it's like, okay, I'm not good at this, and that brings about other things as well. So for instance, it means when someone, for instance, tells me, or rather congratulates me, or speaks well of something I've done, it's so hard for me to believe them, because I still am not convinced that this is something worthy to be celebrated, or something that I should be happy about. So it's just very interesting. And then also, like, if tables were turned, I would definitely have been congratulating this other person on if it was just the same thing that happened to them. So it's just one of those things that I wonder, like, how can I do better? What can I do? Like, how did I even get here? I feel like I could trace exactly how I got here, probably not giving myself like enough time to like just sit with it and be honest with myself. I'm so sorry for the noise. And then also, other than that, also just being kind to myself. I have, I talked to a friend of mine, and she was telling me about speaking life. Like, just always speaking life. Like, if something negative happens, not necessarily don't be like, oh my God, it didn't happen, but just speak positive over it. Like, something better could happen. Or instead of always saying, I don't even think I'll do it, just believe that I will actually do it. And it's something this month I'm trying to dedicate myself to actively trying to do, but I feel like it's very challenging. I'm like, I don't know, do I need like an accountability partner, like someone who we can be like exchanging affirmations like on a regular and stuff? Because I feel like, I don't know, I probably want to like do it so much until I believe it. And like, it's just, honestly, I don't know. I have been someone who's very pessimistic for a long time. I really find it quite challenging to be optimistic. I I don't know, sometimes I feel like I would rather expect bad things to happen to me, because I feel like every time I expect something good to happen, like something bad happens, and then it's just like, oh my goodness, how am I supposed to collect myself again and start, speaking life and all that. So I mean, I don't know, like this video is just me putting it out there. Probably someone relates or stuff like that. And I think also, I don't know if it's just also something I should learn, like in the sense of practicing gratitude, because some things, I mean, are not even as small as I would think they are, but for some reason I just don't find myself, patting myself on the back and telling me, I did well, I did this and stuff like that. I honestly don't know. I don't know. But as I've said, this is just me like hurting myself, and like Ventura, you probably need to do better. And some things, I mean, for instance, like if I could give examples, it can be such a big deal if, for instance, maybe you even return someone's call, like maybe you've for some reason not been in a space to talk to them or whatever, but when you're finally ready to make that call back, like that is such a big deal, like huge deal. Like also, let's say you've been applying for stuff, and maybe you stopped after being, maybe after getting a couple of rejections, but then you pick yourself up and you decide, okay, this year again I'll actually submit my application. And I'm like, that's such a big thing, something to be happy about. And it just makes me sad that I feel like I can't be happy about such things, like when they happen to me. I don't know what that is, but it's just honestly very depressing, most times. And then like I've just seen something I wrote, like I'm always, like I always stop at it could have been better. It's always it could have been better. I always have this mindset of I just never get to the ultimate point, like to where I want to be, like so I'm always like, it could have been better, and then I just stop at that. I'm like, it could have been better, period. Like nothing matters, like all that I've done, all that I've achieved, it's like, it's whatever, it doesn't make sense. But I wish, or rather I want to start getting to that point. I just don't stop at it could have been better, but thinking of like, I have gotten this far, I can get even further, like yes, it could have been better, but I'm doing good, like so that's just one of the lessons I personally think I must learning to celebrate my wins, to believe in myself, to be happy for myself. Like I don't know if sometimes it's that I feel guilty and like I don't deserve to be happy, or I don't even know what it is. Like sometimes it's like I have normalized a lot of things that anything out of that is still very strange to me, and I'm like, should I really accept this 100%? Like what's up and stuff like that. But I don't know, if you have tips on probably some things I could do to get to that point, you can share it with me. If it's also something you feel like you relate to, please also let me know. But as I told you, this is a series I'm starting to be very I don't know if this video is short but preferably just short videos of just a lesson that I think I must learn. And you can also share with me lessons you think I must learn, you must learn, and I might also just decide to like give my 2 cents on it and upload such a video, or even I could have you over on my channel, especially if you're someone I know and we are close, and we can just try to figure these things out. At this point, it's not that I am offering even myself a solution. I think I'm at that point, I'm just accepting this is my situation right now and knowing that I need to do better. And hopefully I don't know, even if it's a year from now, there'll be like follow-ups to these lessons, like this is what I've learned, you know, so far and stuff like that, because it's always something that I'm sure is going to be progressive and always happening, not stopping at any point. Yeah, so if you're interested in such content, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel. If you found this video relatable as well, like, comment, share, subscribe, and definitely more will be coming your way. Yeah, just also if you think there's someone who relates to, share this video with them. I don't know, affirm them, congratulate them on something they did. Maybe you didn't even see them making a big deal out of, you know, like probably someone might have graduated, and you know, I'm very much speaking about myself. But at that particular point, you know, they were like, oh, whatever, it doesn't even matter, because probably I didn't get this class and stuff like that. But I also want to thank my friends for making it a big deal for me. It really helped me. I was like, oh my god, you know, these people are so sweet. But yeah, before I keep on rambling, that's the end of this video. On my posting times, I'll be posting on Tuesdays and Fridays. Okay, for sure every Tuesday. Fridays might be 50-50. Yeah, but yeah, see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.